And I'm gonna get started in a minute, y'all. Just waiting at 7 o'clock. About to get started. We'll get started at 7. Hey, drop down in the chat where y'all from as y'all come in.
Hey, yo, T-Man.
We started at 7, y'all. About 5 more minutes.
Hey, yo, T-Man.
right, y'all. So we'll go ahead and get started. Told you guys, I know I was supposed to come do this a while back. I was supposed to do this like Sunday. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this for you guys tonight. So like I said, my name's Staff Sergeant McPherson. Be doing this, letting you guys know far as the duties and responsibilities as a platoon sergeant. Uh, it's really not that hard. It's a couple things that you just want to know as a platoon sergeant. That you want to know that they are responsible for. So, uh, first thing as a platoon sergeant. Okay, so the first thing as a platoon sergeant, so is basically the individual training. So what I mean by individual training is basically these are the warrior task training, the MOS training, uh, as you know, the sergeant's time training and stuff like that. Just basic soldiering skills that you need to teach your soldiers as a platoon sergeant. So these are just the basic soldiering skills that you be responsible for. So like making sure they qualify with their weapon, uh, the physical fitness, first aid, making sure they know how to do like the basic soldier stuff, communicating on the radio, drill and ceremony. Uh, it's basically just the basic type of stuff. Basically teaching your soldiers, making sure your soldiers know how to shoot, move, and communicate. So that's just the basic individual training, just the basic things. Okay, so next thing you want to do as a platoon sergeant, you want to be making sure you enforce the Army standard. So what I mean by enforcing the Army standard, you want to make sure you're enforcing the Army standard within your platoon. So what I mean by that is you want to make sure that they are up to standard when it comes to their uniforms, making sure that checking the professionalism standards, and also physical fitness standards. So these are the basically the on the spot corrections that you guys want to make as the platoon sergeant, and also the platoon sergeant is basically the advisor to the platoon leader. So that's basically what it is. You execute. You want to make sure you know the commander's intent. But more than likely, you're going to be advising that platoon leader. So also as platoon sergeant, when I say enforce the standards, as platoon sergeant, you will be basically just advising the platoon leader and making any recommendations for things like Article 15s, demotions, and all kind of non-administrative punishment. So that's when I say enforcing the standard, just making sure your soldiers are meeting that standard. So the next thing you want to be doing is you want to be handling uh, all your soldiers' issues. So any type of problem come up with your soldiers, you want to make sure that you are taking care of those issues. Anything that might come up, of course, the first line of first line supervisor, whoever that team leader or that squad leader, we want to handle it at the lowest level first. Then before it gets to the platoon sergeant. So uh, it can be any type of problems that the soldiers might have. So it might be just any personal problems, uh, marital issues, financial issues, anything like that that might come up. These are things that you would be handling as platoon sergeant. So uh, another thing is like this is done you can these are done via counseling, so or the close interaction with the soldier. So when these issues do come up, you can counsel the soldier, or just talk to him one-on-one about what's going on. Personal accountability. So as platoon sergeant, you're going to make sure you have personal accountability of all the soldiers. in the morning times, you want to make sure in the back of your mind, you want to know how many soldiers are actually in your platoon. Because I had a hard time with this, but they usually have the purse stat already printed out for you. So once they print that purse stat out, you know basically a rough number every morning on how many soldiers are in your platoon. But what you should already know as platoon sergeant. So when you get to formation that morning, all you got to do is who was ever on leave, count it just like that. So that's how you keep accountability. Far as just checking with the squad leader, make see who's on leave and who's I guess didn't show up to formation that morning, or that's how you keep accountability as far as a platoon sergeant. Just making sure your squad leaders are reporting that information up. So the next one was the soldiers' welfare. So uh, you basically responsible for the welfare of your soldiers. So this is includes like their health and morale. So to do so, like basically the platoon sergeant should handle and serve basically the platoon serve be an advocate to the platoon leader, first sergeant, and company commander. So sometimes this entails like working after hours. So uh this is basically the soldier welfare. So if they got something going on in their barracks, you want to make sure you actually care and make sure you like you're not laying up in your house with air conditioning while your soldiers is just in the barracks just going through it. They might not have we want to make sure you actually address those issues that's kind of off duty. um Basically the welfare of the soldiers, basically what I'm saying. You want to make sure but you want to handle it the lowest level possible before it gets to you. So uh they should already be in contact with their squad leader before it comes to get to you. Physical fitness. So you want to make sure your soldiers are maintaining a high level of physical fitness. Um, this is basically when you create fitness programs or PT schedules and stuff like that, making sure that they stay in shape. I know in the past, my platoon sergeant, they made sure I stayed in shape when it came to PT. So for example, a soldier that's uh failing, not doing too good at PT. You want to make sure that squad leader is make sure implementing whatever that soldier needs to pass the PT, pass the ACFT, pass their test. Um, and that's physical fitness, just making sure that the soldiers are passing their ACFT. The maintenance. So maintenance, I would say maintenance is like basically like PMCS. So you want to make sure you're taking care of all the maintenance, uh, all the equipment in the platoon. So uh, doing motor pool Monday, you want to make sure you're checking all the parts that's on order. You want to make sure you're verifying the maintenance report. You want to make sure you're working directly with the platoon leader to making sure that all those vehicles or whatever it is are being maintained and on time. And making sure that the platoon's equipment is stored properly and also maintained. So far as soldier development, of course, you want to make sure that each one of your soldiers are being counseled and developed for positions of increased responsibility. So you can do this by having soldiers give classes, uh, their subordinate, mentoring the subordinate NCOs, uh, counseling soldiers, ensuring soldiers receive formal and informal education on a variety of subjects. This includes classes, counseling, NCOPD sessions, military education, and civilian education. So this is basically just soldier development uh, overall. making sure they taking classes and stuff like that. So next one would be kind of like administration, where you handle all the administrations. You want to handle the counselings, the awards, promotions, any pay issues that might come up, and all any other type of administrative tasks for the soldiers. So, uh, of course, you don't make sure they do it themselves, but of course, you want to make sure it's done and on time. As far as any type of administration, you got soldiers that want to put in some type of packet, airborne packet, any type of paperwork. You want to be basically make sure that they get that stuff in on time and stuff like that. Uh, and last but hold on, I think this is the last one where you actually prepare the troops for combat. So in the platoon sergeant position, you got to make sure they physically, making sure your soldiers are physically and emotionally prepared to deploy or basically go to war. Okay, so basically you want to make sure they train in all in it, training at MOS and also train far as their warrior task and drill. So uh and this basically making sure that they prepare for as equipment and stuff like that. So I actually went through everything with you guys on basically I tried to hit everything I could hit far as the duties and responsibilities of a platoon sergeant. If you guys want me to basically elaborate on any one of these, I can. Uh, but that's all I got for tonight. That's all I got for you guys. See you guys in the next episode. It's been another episode of Soldiers Talk the Podcast, and I see you guys in formation.